Word, Module 11, Automating and Customizing Word. This is the textbook project, and I'm on page 11-22, Customize Word. So this is working with the display in Word. So first I'm going to talk about the right-hand bottom corner of the screen where you have your zoom. You can zoom by just dragging the scroll bar to make it either larger or smaller. If you were to use the minus sign, it goes in increments of 10, and it also increases in increments of 10. Or you can click the 100% and you get a dialog box that is all about zoom, whether you want to change the percentage, type in your own percentage, go to page width, text width, whole page, or multiple pages. So you could do it from that. You also have what's called print layout versus read mode, where the ribbon is gone and you have pages to flip. It's usually the default is set for page layout, print layout. On the far left, you have page number, page 1 of 1, how many words, and then spelling and grammar. And this is on the macro recording. So you can have more items show up on your status bar if you'd like. I think this word count is perfect. If you wanted to select just a sentence, you would exactly have how many words are selected in that sentence, 19 of the 134. So that's a pretty cool feature, especially if you had a multiple page document and you wanted to know how many words were just in one paragraph. You would select that paragraph and it would tell you how many words. If you click the actual word count box, it'll give you a dialog count of statistics. It'll tell you how many pages, how many words total, characters with no spaces, and characters are letters, numbers, punctuation. Characters with spaces, and then how many paragraphs, how many lines, and this, if you had text notes, text boxes or footnotes, it would be included in here. So that's a pretty efficient feature. So if you wanted to add more, you right click anywhere on the status bar and it gives you the customized status bar list. Sections, if you were working with a document where you wanted to use columns, you would put on the section box. Vertical, maybe you want to see how far down the paper you are, or you would want line number. I have word count, spelling, and grammar. So a lot of them are default settings, but you could add to it. To leave this, just click anywhere outside it. So I have page 1 of 1. Right now my cursor is flashing at 3.5 inches down on line 9. So if I was at the top of the screen, that would be 1 inch down. Or it's actually 1.4. If I went to the top of the screen, control home, it's exactly 1 inch on line 1. So you can customize that to what your needs are. The other thing that you can customize is up here in the quick access toolbar. So the default settings are your auto save and then your save, undo, and redo. If you want to add to it, maybe you copy frequently, and you'd like to have copy up here so you can access it quickly, or maybe print. So if you click this Customize Quick Access toolbar, it shows what's already up there in the Quick Access toolbar, automatic save, save, undo, and redo. So I'm going to add Quick Print, and now it's a picture of a printer. So if I click this, it's going to send it directly to the printer. I prefer Print Preview and Print, because what that does between the two, that's a picture of a printer. This one will take me to the backstage area of what it looks like. Then I can decide to click print, whereas the other one I don't get to preview it first. It just goes directly to the printer. I can also add, if I use spelling and grammar frequently, I can use, it's called Editor, and that's spelling and grammar, ABC checkmark. If I wanted to do copy or bullets or cut, because I use it frequently, it's not part of this list, but if I go to more commands, I can choose, this is what I have right now, this auto save, save, undo, redo, quick print, print preview, and print, and editor, which is spell check. So maybe I copy a lot, I would add that. Maybe I wanted to use bullets a lot, I would add that. So you can add as many as you want, and then the same thing to remove them, just click what you don't want and remove. And so I just added spell check, copy, and bullets. And some of them you can just uncheck, so I'll uncheck quick print, and now that's gone. But things that are not in here that I added, I have to go back to more commands and then just remove them. The other thing that you can do is right now in the title bar is where you always see the quick access toolbar. But if it's too busy up there, you can click the customize and choose show below ribbon. So all your undo, redo, and save is below. It's not so busy up in the top where the title bar is, or you can move it back. The other feature that is available is languages. So if you were to choose File and then go to Options, select Language, and I've already chose it, but you can go to Add a Language, and there's so many languages to choose from. And then I selected it, and you can always, whenever, if you wanted to get rid of it, you could remove one. And then I'll click OK. So here's our document that we were working for this particular assignment. So Control A selects everything, and I'm going to go to Review and choose Translate. And I'm going to translate the selection. So you have a translator that opens, and it's going to go from English to, and then again you have your menu to choose from, and I chose Spanish. And then underneath it, it changed it to Spanish. I'll insert, and it'll change the English version to Spanish. Now when I choose Review for the spelling and grammar check, it's going to give me 5 suggestions, and if I go ahead and click, it'll have my corrections because I've added Spanish to the language. So that's a nice added feature in Word. So once you've selected any language you want and you translated it, go ahead and save and submit this. Thank you.